This is Villa View. Coming up, we preview the game against Manchester City and more on that 30-mile rule. Hello and welcome to Villa View. I'm Paul Bradley and I'm joined in our Fort Dunlop studios by Greg Evans in for Matt Kendrick. Hi Greg.
Hi Paul.
Well, we've been speaking to Alex McLeish in the last couple of days. But first of all, before we come on to what he's been telling you, let's talk about the Manchester City game. How are Villa going to be preparing for that, do you think?
Well, it's a massive game for Villa. It really gives them a chance to sort of see how well they've done this season. They haven't played any of the top sort of 5 or 6 teams yet. And Manchester City away doesn't really get any harder than that. So, the result on Saturday, will determine how well they've done and whether this unbeaten run can continue. And
Villa fans will of course remember last season, the last time they were at Manchester City, and a lot of them got on Houlliér's back because of that, putting out the kids really against them, wasn't it? Yeah,
it was disappointing for anybody who went down that day, playing sort of a second string team. And no disrespect to any of the players there, but that they weren't first teamers. It was some of the younger lads, and they bowed out of the cup, which was disappointing. That game spelt the end of Gerard Houllier, as most Villa fans know. They really got on his back, and if they go there on Saturday and get a win, it'll make up for it.
Okay. Well, moving on then, let's talk about the injury news that you've got. You've spoken to Alex McLeish. You've got a bit of an indication on which players are going to be fit and which aren't for that Man City game.
Yeah, well, James Collins missed the Bulgaria game last night and the other Wales game on Friday. He's been back in training this week, so fingers crossed he'll be available. Gabby's 100% fit at the moment. Well, hard to say 100%, but he's definitely fit and ready to go. If the game was today, he'd be playing. So unless there's any problems tomorrow or Friday, then Gabby will be fit. Nathan Delfonso's got an injury. He might have made the bench. And Carlos Cuellar made his return against Wolves last night. So he could be on the bench too.
Okay, and just lastly, there's been a lot in the press over the last couple of days about this 30-mile rule that Alex McLeish has brought in, or the management has brought in, maybe I should say. Can you clarify what that's all about?
Yeah, well, it's actually an hour rather than 30 miles, so players have to live with or have a base within 1 hour from Bodymoor Heath. Alex McLeish just feels that he wants his players closer to the ground, closer to the training ground. He thinks if you're travelling for 2 hours or an hour and a half in the car in the morning, it's stressful, and he doesn't want that added stress on players when results are so important. He's told the players, the current players there, that they have to buy into this idea. They have to, whether it means relocating down in the Midlands or having a temporary base here. They have to do it, and it's as far as we know, it's gone down okay with the players at the moment. Last time with Gerard Houllier, there was a little bit in the press and saying they were against it, but it seems to have gone down okay this time.
Okay, Greg. Well, thanks for your thoughts today, and thank you for watching. We'll be back again next week with more Villa View.